Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Gore Column, in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives after they put out important news. If you're a big fan of base metals, especially zinc, you're going to love this interview. You want to pay close attention with us. Happy to have him again because we haven't had him in a couple of years. Vil Williamson, he's a CEO of Ubique Minerals, trades in Canada, the stock symbol UBQ. Here's what you need to know about him. The company is an exploration company, but they're focused on two things. They're Daniels Harbour Zinc property in Newfoundland. It's a past producing zinc project, and several exploration licenses with zinc, lead, silver potential in Namibia. What's really special about this company is unbelievable managerial experience. I'll summarize by saying they've got a record of multiple discoveries of deposits worldwide. That's why their mission statement is minerals have no borders. They're not afraid to go anywhere to find it. A little bit about their main asset, the Daniels Harbour Zinc Project. We said it's a past producer. Historical production, 7.22 million tons at just under 8% zinc. And it's got two exploration areas with high-grade zinc potential as well. Also, they just made an acquisition, their first acquisition to purchase 24.99%. I'm going to ask why that's specific, of the existing shareholdings of a company called Resource 500. It's an Irish exploration company that holds multiple exploration licenses and applications for two more licenses in Namibia. And that covers similar geology to that which hosts some of the most prolific base metal mines in Namibian history. But the press release we're talking about today, it's a potential company maker. Ubique signs term sheet providing opportunity to acquire majority interest in past producing mining company. Vil, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be back.
Hey, great to have you. Great to have you because we've always had a great relationship, but more importantly, you've always been a really smart, successful guy in this exploration world. So if you're doing something, we want to talk to you. Before we even talk about the assets, it seems like zinc is a really important part of Ubique. Why zinc? What's your thesis on it?
Well, we think zinc is a hot commodity today. I mean, it's in its highest for the last 3 years. We can see that there's a potential shortage of zinc in the short term and long term. So we made that bet. We've done a lot of work on our Daniels Harbour Zinc Project. So and we're hoping to go to a considerable amount of resource in that area. And subject to that, we did the acquisitions in Namibia, and we've been looking to extract Ubique. So Ubique will not be a one-horse pony, if we can say so.
Right.
So that was my strategy when I joined the company last year, and we've been successful, and we're very proud of our latest acquisition, which is in Africa as well, which is a past-producing zinc mine.
And why zinc in Africa? We've seen zinc in the small cap world get more and more prominence. We're seeing some projects and development and acquisitions like that, and we know a lot of that's on the East Coast in Newfoundland and in Quebec sometimes. Why Africa for you guys? It seems like you really got to focus there between Resource 500 and this latest term sheet. What is about Africa that's so attractive to you guys?
Well, at the moment, Africa is very, very buoyant, and it's their mining, environment is getting better and better. And the acquisition that we're looking at now is in a very, very stable jurisdiction, and with good infrastructure and good logistics from that mine. So, but in general, Africa is becoming easier and easier to work with, and it's starting to get more westernized, if I may use that word.
Yeah, we're hearing about the rise of Africa in terms of all commerce and development in the next 50 years, next 100 years. So I guess you guys you got to figure if it's going to happen, you might as well get it on the ground floor. This letter that you did, this announcement you just put out about the term sheet, it sounds very serious, but also very secretive. So I know I can't ask you a lot, but what can you tell us about how serious it is? What can you share with us that you're not that won't breach your confidentiality agreement with them? Because it sounds like it's something big.
Yeah, it is considerable, and it will be a game changer for Ubique, but it completely coincides with our objectives and aims and where we want to be in this world and sector. if the transaction completes, which we're very upbeat
Confident.
for and confident that it will, so far so good, as we say, we will become a zinc producer early next year, which we're very excited about. We'll be an income-generating junior mining company. So we'll go from being an exploration company into mining, even though we'll still be doing exploration and further advancing our Daniels Harbour project and the other licenses that we have in Namibia.
And that's what I really love about what you guys are doing. And that speaks to the managerial experience, the unbelievable pedigree you guys have, which is you've already got Daniels Harbour. We know that's a past producing zinc project. And
Yep.
this, secretive, term sheet about the secret property in Africa is also a past producing company. So you guys, I like it. What's a strategy there that instead of just acquiring a bunch of land somewhere and starting the long process of multi-year geophysics, exploration, all that, what's the strategy there that you guys saying, let's jump right into past producers?
Well, the strategy behind what we're doing in these both jurisdictions and why we're looking at past producing projects along with green root exploration is that like every junior exploration, you always dream of becoming a producing mine.
Sure.
And the project, for example, that we are working on now in Africa is in the form that we can start producing rather quickly, which means that we can generate cash and we'll be an income generating company. So you can say we've managed to do what our objective of being a junior mining and exploration company, we've just accomplished it.
And that's actually a credit to the pedigree of the management, right? Because if George wants to go run an exploration company, technically I can, because I could just go buy some land in Greece where my dad saw a shiny rock, raise a little money and start drilling. I guess everyone can do that, but there are very few teams that can actually go into past producing mines, analyze them, assess them, and understand whether they're economical, whether they're paying the right price. So that gives you a significant advantage, right? That you guys have the team that can go in and do it. Whereas George can't do that. I can go buy some land in Greece and drill it, but I would have no idea to walk into a past producing mine. So what does that say about you guys?
No, that you're absolutely correct. We've got a very good team, and both on the geological side of it and the technical aspect of it, both in the operation of mine, run up of a mine, operating the plant, and even building a plant. I mean, we built a plant inside a mountain in Greenland about a decade ago.
Unbelievable.
This was the first one in the world to be done, processing plant. And so yes, we've got access to top of the world consultants. So we've got a chosen person in every part, and I think that's one of our strengths. One of our biggest strengths in this is we're not just going there and scratching our head what to do next. We've got a very methodological and thought out plan of how we're going to execute the reopening of the mine, and so we're very well organized in that manner. So we're very optimistic that once we conclude the transaction, that within 6 to 8 months we're up and running and income generating.
And look, more than just lip service. You're not just talking a big game. You guys are walking the walk. I like to say you're putting your money where your mouth is, because now we're seeing we're seeing some insider buying transactions. So tell us how that, tell us what message that sends to the market and your shareholders.
Well, the good thing about Ubique, it's a very tightly held company. So between ourselves, the management team, and the Greenbank Capital shareholding, I think we hold more than 50% of the stock, and we've been very what do we say, adamant to follow up on what we're doing and showing the market that we believe in what we're doing. So we've been exercising options and buying shares in the market.
And to some people listening, they may think, well, of course, why wouldn't you? But the fact of the matter is, there are a lot of small cap, going back to George's exploration company, where they're just trying to sell a story, talk a big game, create a promotion, but they're not actually supporting the stock themselves. So this says a lot right, Vil, that you guys are actually exercising options, doing some insider buying. It points to a great deal of confidence for the company.
Yeah, and there is, and the good thing about the overall team that we discussed before is that we are very much people on the ground. We're not pie in the sky type of people. We know what we're doing, and so we follow it up very rigorously, if we can say so.
PDAC, the largest mining conference on the planet for decades, has been canceled for a couple of years in a row due to COVID. It's happening now in Toronto next week. Anytime I talk to you, you're either in Iceland or somewhere in Europe or somewhere, you're all over the world. Are you going to be at PDAC? And is there a way for shareholders to maybe catch up with you while they're there?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always open up to catch up and having discussions with our shareholders. And to answer your question, yes, I'll be at the PDAC, and the PDAC decided this year to honor myself by having it on my birthday or starting it on the Sunday, the 12th June. So I think it's all done for me.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. They used to have that honor for me because I'm born the first week of March. For security reasons, I don't want to give my exact birthday. I'm born, and every year for 20 years, I'm celebrating my birthday at PDAC pretty much. So they finally kind of passed the torch to you, Vil. So I'm happy. I'm happy to have you celebrating your birthday and me to be able to just go out and and not have to celebrate with a bunch of miners for 1 year.
No, but we'll be there and we'll be available to talk. I will be there, and David Lonsdale, our chairman, will be there. And of course, we have half of our board is based in Toronto, so they will be there, Gaurav and Pete, and so yeah, we will be around and available.
I'm assuming this year you don't have a booth, but it's hard to miss you on the floor. You're the giant man from Iceland. You're the Icelandic giant with the big. You look like an Icelandic warrior. So it's not easy to miss you. That's for sure.
No, and people just if somebody wants to meet up, just send me an email and I'll make time for it.
Right, and that's the kind of guy you are, Vil, which is great. So that's why I can't wait. I'm so excited that we've got our first interview up now for Ubique, and I cannot wait to see what you, the management team, and what you guys are going to be able to do in the next 6, 9, 12, 24 months. I think it's exciting, and glad to have you back on Agoracom, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, and it's good to be back into the land of living at the PDAC, as we say, after this coronavirus.
We can all have a beer again.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we'll see you there, and for everybody at home, they'll see you again next time here on our next interview, Vil. But thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
For everybody at home, you've been watching or you've been listening by podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, or your favorite podcast platform. To Vil Williamson, he's the CEO of Ubique Minerals. UBQ is the stock symbol in Canada. For those of you new to the story, that's going to be a lot of you because it's the first time we're talking about it. It's the first time Vil is really coming out and talking about the company. But we know a lot of Agoracom people know Vil, so we know you're going to want to do your due diligence. Get to the company's profile page on Agoracom. We've got everything neatly laid out there for you so you can understand everything about the company. And then once you've got that solid foundational knowledge, head right over to the company's website, do your deep dive due diligence. And hopefully today you discover your next great small cap exploration / base metal / zinc company. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. See you next time. Hey guys, the video's over, but don't forget to help your company by liking it and even leaving a comment below. And then don't forget to help yourself by subscribing to our YouTube channel so you never miss another great Agoracom small cap video.